Welcome back to this week's edition of a Torah Podcast. This week's Parshas Savo begins with the mitzvahs asay to bring bikurim to the Beis HaMikdash, to bring your first fruits as a thanksgiving offering, as a hakaras hatoiv to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There's a Peledic Rashi in explaining the root of the mitzvah to bring bikurim to the Beis HaMikdash. Rashi, in Pasuk Gimel, Dibar HaMaschil v'Amarta Elav, and this is brought specifically, I saw it from Reb Elio Baruch Finkel and also from Rabbi Yerucham, the Mashgiach, Zecher Tzadik v'Kadosh Livracha, and it seems as though the Kasha is asked throughout the Mir dynasty in all of the Sfarim, that why does Rashi go out of his way, seemingly, to say, I bring bikurim, I bring the first fruits, to show Hashem she'enecha kafui taiva. That's the quote of Rashi. I am not someone who denies the good. That's the quote of Rashi. Why didn't Rashi just say, if we were writing Rashi, we would have said, I bring bikurim to tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, thank you. Why does Rashi go from the opposite end of the spectrum, just to tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to tell Hashem that I'm not denying the good? And the teretz is like this, an unbelievable yesod, that it would be impossible for us to say thank you to Hashem for all that He gives us. All it is possible to do is to give thanks in a way that Hashem, I recognize that it's from you and I'm not denying it. If you're going to go and be makir toiv, which if we translate the words mean to recognize the good, do we recognize that we have 100,000 beats in our heart per day? Do we recognize that our taste buds have between 2,000 to 4,000 individual taste buds in our mouth? Do we recognize the chachma that our bodies are made up with in the nisim giluyim, the exposed miracles that are happening in front of our face constantly? It would be impossible for us to give thanks or proper thanks to Hashem. All we can do is merely say with our sacrifice that Hashem, I recognize that it's you and I'm not denying it. Das is the pshat in Rashi. From here, perhaps we can explain also the importance of giving thanks. When someone else, a human, a person, also does something that's nice to you, they go out of their way to do something for you, do we say thanks? Or do we say, that is very nice of you, and I'll remember this in a mir Hashem, maybe I'll even pay you back, instead of just saying a mere thanks? How important it is, hakaras hatov. We start slichos, a mir Hashem, this Motzei Shabbos. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to do tshuva during Elul. Rabbeinu Yonah, in his Sefer Shari Tshuva, explains that tshuva is a specific escape route from jail. We have averos, we have sins, and if we would like to get out of jail, there is a get out of jail free card. We do tshuva, and we can escape. A person who does not do tshuva, says Rabbeinu Yonah, is like when there is a tunnel out of jail and all of the jailmates have escaped, and the warden of the jail comes the next day to find one prisoner left in a cell, and the warden says, well, why didn't you escape? There's a escape route right here. That's tshuva. If we don't employ this method that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given to us as a matana, as a gift as well, then we are like that jailmate stuck in the cell. We can use this midah of hakaras hatoiv to be mechazik ourselves for tshuva. When we sit down for slichas, it might even be hard, especially on a Motzei Shabbos late, especially with maybe we even fear the high holidays in a way that it's a lot. But if we recognize how much HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us, that even the ability to bring the carbon in it of itself is from Hashem, and this is without even saying how much Hashem gives us above and beyond, this will spur us on to give proper hakaras hatov to Hashem, proper hakaras hatov to others, and inspire us to say slichas in the proper way and to daven with the proper kavanah. Perhaps a suggestion, I actually heard it over from my Zaidi, Mr. Zuckerman, He told me that a person should be mefaret. He should say specifically something that he's thankful for in each maidim. When we bow during our Shmona Esrei, our silent prayer, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Modem Anachnu Lach, we are thank you. Specifically think of something. Thank you, Hashem, that my fingers bend. Thank you, Hashem, that my ankle isn't sore. Thank you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for giving me. A person could thank for millions of things, and it's endless. Let this be our chizuk. This is the lesson from this week's parsha. Emir Hashem, we should all be zoicha to do tshuva shlema, and our slicha should be said with kavana, and we should be zoicha to give proper hakaras hatov to Hashem.